Hi guys, Seamus here, back again with Trumpeter's version of the USS Arizona BB-39 1841, the 1 in 200 scale. Now, over this past while back, I've been starting to collect these bigger scales. Just recently I got in the Titanic. I'm still waiting on the Missouri and the 200 scale. I did show the Iowa there a wee while back, again for 200 scale. The reason why I'm buying these here because I got them on a good deal, and no doubt sooner or later they're probably going to shoot up in price like everything else does. So I always wanted to get the bigger scales. I do have a few other ones in the store. What is it I have? The USS Intrepid aircraft carrier, which is about 80% finished. I'm working at off and on when I get to it. The Enterprise, it's a 1/350 scale. I did build that before. I do have it in the store as well. What else is it? A Queen Mary Platinum Edition, which I got there a few weeks ago. Again, we'll get around to that at some point or another. So we'll get this one unboxed first. Now, I haven't really checked this over. I got a quick glance at it, that's about it. So I don't know exactly what's in the box. The Titanic is just sitting off camera here. It'll not fit into the camera at all. So I'm going to just sort something out with long lens at. It's actually twice the size of this box. So these will be coming up maybe in the new year. God spurs. I'll probably start with the smaller one here. This one in front of me, the Arizona. The Titanic, I do have a lot of stuff ordered for it. Like sort of all the PE and wooden decks and so forth. You do get some PE frets with it. But there is an extensive range to add to the details and so forth. So I say, once I get all those bits and pieces that I need for it, I'll probably start that maybe next year, year after it. So anything to tell between now and then. So as I say, we'll get a crack open this here and we'll see what it's all about. So bear with me here and we'll get the box opened. So back soon. Right, we'll crack the box open. So it's boxes within boxes, as you can imagine. One piece hull. Not like the Arizona, or sorry, the Iowa. You do fix the front bow section onto the main hull itself. It's that big, you can't get it in the box like that. So I don't know what's in this. As I say, I haven't checked anything. I don't know what's in it. Instructions, I imagine, and decimal work and so forth. So obviously all your flags and so forth, and I'm going to take these out of the wrapper and just want to keep them in it. Some more flags and so forth in the bottom end of it here. You just probably make them out. So all your column flags. And our instructions, we'll get a look at that later on in the video. With two callouts here on paint scheme. Our guns at the top on the opposite side of the page here are actually red. I think 3 of them are red, or just 2 of them, is it? 3 of them. As you can see. The bow section. Is that the bow? Yeah. Yeah, for the 2 front guns, and then the stern. One of the guns is just done red. You get two planes with it, I think there is. So yeah, there's 2 planes because there's 2 cranes on the back of the stern. 2 seaplanes as well. So we'll get a wee look at that later on. First we'll have a look at this hull. So we'll get all these other boxes out first. On the floor. I did build the 1/350 scale a few years ago. I think I did show that on the channel. That was from Hobby Boss. That was a terrible build. Terrible kit to build. Fit issues everywhere. Gaps everywhere. It just wasn't a really nice kit to build. So we'll get these all out of the boxes and then we'll have a better look at them. They're well packed, I give it that. I give it that, like, they are well packed. There's two ways you can build this, the waterline version or the full hull version. Look at it in here. Right, blade time. And cut into it. We need to do this with the hood, HMS hood, 1/200 scale again from Trumpeter, and they also do the Bismarck and a few other ones. But again, they're right and big. Their Bismarck is bigger than this. I'm not too sure about the hood. The rainfall. Had to put the puppy out, Thorn, because he was into everything. Every time I sat down something, he was chewing at it and he was trying to chew at the boxes, so we just put him out. He's out the back playing with one of the cats running about. As I said earlier, it's well wrapped, this, so it is. Now guys, fair warning here, this video will probably run for a wee while. If you want to see what's in these boxes, you just can't do it in 10 minutes sort of thing. So, as I say, fair warning. It's all one piece upper hull. Obviously those had to be broke away. It's very well detailed, all your decking and so forth. Again, I'll be ordering the peel and stick sort of thing decking for this, rather than trying to weather and paint that all up. It'll be a bit of a nightmare. Don't know what these are all for just yet. Maybe they're for parts of the superstructure which down onto it and screwed and so forth. I don't know. So this is the waterline version. You can build it either way. Nice and crisp. If you wanted, you could drill all those portholes out all the way along it. You can just about make them out here. Both sides. So that is the main hull itself and upper deck. So we'll have a wee look here at the rest of the bags, see what they're about. Right guys, the second box here, again well packed, box within a box within a box. So that's a nice touch. All your gun barrels are all steel, metal, and they're hollowed out as well. This is parts of the upper bridge. I imagine that's the very top of the thing itself. The liquor posts. Is that what you call them? I don't know. More barrels. I think those are for the propeller shafts. Chains. And a couple of screws in there. So we'll just keep them all tidy. All those getting lost. And now we come to some of the plastic guns, like so the anti-aircraft guns. Some of the clear parts, I imagine are for the searchlights and so forth. Again, I'll probably be lighting this as well when I get round to it. but we'll keep it within reason. You don't want to really break warship at sea, so as anybody can see it, so we'll keep it within reason. Propellers, plastic. Again, I'm going to replace those with real brass. We've got to look at that in a second. Right, there's something I didn't expect. You got figures with it. There's 4 sprues here. I don't know how many need sprue. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So there's plenty of figures with it. All different poses and so forth. I don't know where you want to see them or not. I think there's about where we make them out there. This camera wants to focus, that is. Let's see, we'll get one of them. So there you go. A rubbery texture to them. They actually are rubber. Or vinyl, what would you want to call it? They're like plastic, if you know what I mean. Some are saluting. One standing at ease. There's hand behind his back. With a joy painting those entirely. One camera focus a bit better for me. It's not going to happen, guys, sorry. This camera works on Wednesday. So you get 4 rubbery texture sprues on figure front. We've got our planes here, again they're clear. We're just going to keep them in the plastic, and your floats and so forth, and there's your rest of your fuselage for to join on to. What do you want, cat? What? Do you want out? I'll get in a second. Second plane, and then the other tower part. So again, nicely detailed. All the way windows pre-drilled out and so forth, and some of the portholes. I have seen this built a few occasions on the tube, and it does look pretty nice. Either waterline or full version of the hull. Check this box out now. I got started the PE work. Yeah, as I say, you don't get much PE with it now, to be honest. There's a lot of railings and so forth. It's a double pack, and I think those are the cranes for the lifting the planes into the water, and other bits and pieces are hooks and so forth. So 2010 copyright. So what's that box done? We'll give a look at the rest of the package here, so back in a second. Right, we've an R25 sprues here, so I'm going to open up I'll take all the plastic off them and I'll get a closer look at them. So back in a second. Right guys, all unwrapped, leather and plastic wrapping will be done there. So I'm going to try and make it as quick as I can. There's 14 minutes so far. Parts of the upper decking again. It's all nicely detailed. Stamp on the back, 1/200 scale Arizona. Again, as I said earlier in the video, I will be replacing this decking with the peel and stick sort of thing on the planks and so forth, if it needs it, if I decide to put it on, that is. Our bow section, again, nicely detailed. It's very thick plastic. Again, no flash anywhere. I wouldn't expect to see flash on it, to be honest. Nicely detailed, all those different parts on it, tie downs and so forth. Sanctions, I think they're called. I'm going to try and zoom in a bit here. Let's see. A bit better. There come the smaller parts of the build, like you want the aircraft guns and so forth. Other bits and pieces, I don't know what they are just yet. Some deck plating for the superstructure. Don't know what that is. There's teeth on it of some sort. Looks like a winch of some sort. That's just a double, I think, of this. Yeah, so there's no point in showing it. There's actually 3 of those. 4. Yeah, 4 of them are all exactly the same. And then we got our bow section, sorry, stern section. Again, nicely detailed. Now we come into our main gun batteries, gun turrets. They look nicely detailed as well. A lot of riveting going on in around this, letters and so forth. Again, when I get the PE for it, those letters will be all sounded off, so I keep it in camera. I will take all those cameras off, or sorry, the letters. What do you want, Kit? Second gun, basically the same, so there's no point in showing you it. Right guys, you want that this Kit out with a second. Right, Kit's away. Basically the same as the last turret I showed you. A bit of a sinkage in it in here, actually, with those particular. Let's see if I can get this. Those particular points here. Nothing major, it'll be just a filler, should sort that out. Lifeboats. Multi-part. Look nicely detailed and so forth. The propellers, oars and stuff like that. Masks. I think they're double. Yeah. No, they're slightly different actually. So I think Jeff Donahue is building the Arizona version. The Hobby Boss versions are that I built a few years back or more. He's building the one with all the PE working on it, so obviously I've upgraded those molds maybe. Some of these detail here around those smaller parts, like the top part of one of the lifeboats, speedboats, whatever you want to call it. Some brackets here for searchlight and so forth. Some of the aircraft guns, smaller guns. Some steps and so forth. One of the anchors. I think this is just a double with this. Yeah, it is. Again, same sprue as before there. Bigger sprue is going to come in with more of the superstructure, like the walls and so forth around the bottom of the bridge. Don't know if those parts are just yet. I think that goes up to the top mask. I think I'd be wrong. One of the masks anyway. Another 2 guns, same as before. So point in showing you them again. So there's 4 heavy guns on it all together, main guns. Again, more lifeboats here, so there's plenty of lifeboats on it. Same as before, your anchor again, that one, and there's double again of it. Your cranes and so forth here now. I think these are getting replaced with the 40 that came with the kit. I could be wrong, we'll just have to double check. There's a lot of break off points here, which are going to need to be cut off and so forth. Along the edges, the cranes themselves. You can just about make out where my finger is. Some of the masks never come up to now. I know you can't get those in steel, Again, those will be accessory pack sometime down the road when they decide to get around to building this. More of the superstructure, like so one of the funnels. I think there only has one funnel on it, doesn't there? Yep, I think so. Just double check on the box here. Yeah, there's only one main funnel on it. And then you've got our parts here for your propellers, your rudder, so forth. Some other small parts there. I don't know what they are just yet. So there's plenty of plastic in this kit. Parts of superstructure again. All pre-drilled out portholes and so forth. Which is a nice touch rather than having to drill those all out. The last two sprues, guys, are the same basically. This one's taped up with a bit of foam around it. See what that's all about. Obviously it must be a really delicate part. See if we can get it out without breaking anything. Yeah, two wee smaller parts there. Very thin. Understand why they wrapped them up. You have some more guns here and so forth, smaller anti-aircraft guns, and some parts of the upper structure of the towers. And this other one is exactly the same, so there's no point in taking that off. The other one here is again slightly different. More fine pieces and more upper structures and so forth. Don't know what these are. I think are just maybe some of the masks that goes from post to post. Some steps and so forth. There's guns littered all over the place on these sprues, so there's plenty of guns on it. So that's all the plastic done. What I do with my instructions. I did show our paint scheme. And then our flags. I'm just going to keep them in that, don't think getting damaged, stained or anything. So we've got a total of 45 steps in the instruction manual. Get a breakdown of the parts. I'm going to zoom out again. You're going to break down your parts in your first page, second page, first and second, sorry, of the instruction manual itself. Very easy to follow some of these Trumpeter bigger kits in the instructions front. I don't have any problems with them. Nice and clear, well numbered. Sometimes you do get the odd mishap on wrong numbers, but it's very seldom. You're building off your lifeboats and so forth, and your main guns, observation tower, or sorry, one of the cranes, sorry. That's your observation towers, I imagine, yeah. And one of the funnels, only has one funnel, so to say. And again, completing your observation towers. That was step 20, which through to step 22. Parts of the superstructure again, upper decks, searchlights and so forth. Notice now there's plenty of searchlights on it, so again when I get around to lighting it, they'll have all their own individual off on switches rather than having them on all the time. Main upper deck, there's your PE for your cranes, or sorry, not cranes, I don't know what they're for just yet. I don't know whether they're antennae, I don't know yet. And then we move on to our main deck itself, like all the sanctions and so forth, tie down hooks and whatever else is here. As you can see, it's all well numbered. The same for the bow section. More of the bow section. Again, your stern. More tie down extensions and so forth. And then your flag poles, they're going to really last. I don't see why they're calling that out for now, because no doubt they probably will get broke. So they'll be left off really till towards the end. Probably one of the last things that goes on to it. And here we have some of the 5-inch guns going on to the middle of the superstructure, lower deck section. Step 36, you're getting your faceplate put on to the lower deck, and then start building our walls in around 37. 38, more smaller bits and pieces like ladders and so forth, funnels, life rafts, ventilation ducts, 5-inch guns again, step 39, more steps, PE work and so forth, life rafts, loading machines for your 5-inch guns. Step 40, add more parts to the superstructure, ladders and so forth again, more decking, other bits and pieces, or I don't know what they are just yet, ventilation tubes, so forth, vent trunks. Now you've got an option or 2 different parts. Step 41, gluing out your 3 main parts down onto your main deck itself. Rear mast, foremast, bridge, sorry, and then your funnel. Part 42 is gluing on your lifeboats in place. So there's what, 6 altogether. Let's see, there's 6. There's actually more than 6. There's about 6 there in one pile. There's 6. There's 9. What I can see here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 lifeboats, and then your main guns back and front, bow and stern section. A catapult for your planes on part 43, and then your cranes themselves, and then your left and right crane there for lifting them out of the water and so forth. Section 44 and 45 is building your planes up, your seaplanes, so you get to them. So you can have them either on the catapult or on the crane getting lifted out, whatever way you want to build it. Some of our chain work here, our anchors and so forth, and other bits and pieces that goes around the hull of the ship. So that's it, guys. The 1/200 scale Arizona from Trumpeter. Quite a long video, guys, so I apologise for it. It's almost 30 minutes or half an hour. So as I say, you can't rush these videos. You want to see what's in the box and so forth. You just can't whip it out like a 24 scale car and be done with it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you all later. Bye.